From a misspent youth daubing graffiti on walls, Stormy Mills has emerged as one of Australia's most popular street artists. The 37-year-old has travelled the world creating art on his preferred canvas, blank walls. Now back home, his latest exhibition has opened at the LK Gallery in Subiaco, and it's sold out within days. Not bad for someone who failed art in high school. Elvira Newich has the story.
My first exposure to it was from movies and videos and music videos and record covers, that sort of stuff, so that's what really sparked my interest visually. Just that thing of wanting to create art, wanting to paint things big, and also I guess not really comprehending the fact that maybe I could have knocked on somebody's door and said, "I'm thinking about painting this, is that cool?" And thinking, well, maybe I guess I decided they wouldn't let me do that to begin with, so I just went out and took the space instead. Yeah, there's all sorts of tales of jumping fences and running down alleyways and all that sort of stuff.
Stormy Mills made his first mark on the world as a teenager, tagging walls across Perth. It was his version of night school. And ironically, breaking the law is how he got his first big break, gaining a reputation as an emerging contemporary artist.
It actually got me more attention in terms of people started asking me to do projects and run things and paint walls for them, more than anything. I guess because I was always fairly honest about what I was doing. You know, it was about, for me it was about creating artworks and creating pieces of work rather than breaking the law.
His art has now become his ticket around the world. Stormy's had murals commissioned in Greece and Los Angeles, has featured in group shows in London, Tokyo and Berlin. And his art graces countless buildings across Perth. The success and popularity of his work has come as a surprise.
I guess because they're not really happy paintings and necessarily happy pictures. I think that there's an element of me trying to pay homage to people's struggles and the dignity within that, and I think a lot of people have picked up on those sorts of things and they have an affinity with it.
This week, Stormy moved his street art indoors for his third solo exhibition, and like the first two, it's a huge success. But life for the 37-year-old didn't always come easy. For a period in his life, Stormy was homeless, an experience he says motivated him to chase his dream.
I guess I wanted to be on my own, and without running water and electricity it gives you a lot of time to think because there's not much else you can do. Pretty much that's all I wanted to do was draw and paint, so no, I had no idea it would be any kind of a career, or it was just something that I was interested in, something I was always doing, and it just, again, like painting between the gaps of other people's words, it became my central focus and just got bigger and bigger.
And all that from a guy who failed art.
Yes.
Around the world, graffiti art is slowly making its way from the street into contemporary galleries as it gains acceptance as a legitimate art form. Stormy says graffiti art could also play a role in making Perth a more interesting place to live. He wants the CBD's countless blank walls handed over to artists.
I think it's part of what contributes to a vibrant city, and if the streetscape is continually evolving and changing, then yeah, definitely. And that's for all artists, not just people that want to do graffiti. I think it should be something that everybody could do.
Meanwhile, Stormy Mills remains on the lookout for inspiration for his next artwork. That inspiration could come from anywhere or anyone.
I'll see somebody doing something that I think is a little bit strange and or a bit obtuse, and I'll knock that image away mentally, and then later on I'll redraw it. Or somebody will say something, a phrase or something, they just mention something, and that becomes the basis of an illustration or trying to depict emotions of how I would interpret them.